Hey guys, welcome back to our Monolith to Microservice project using Golang. Now, in my domain and orders folder, I have these files: address, order, product, repository, and I want to start filling these files up quickly. So, my address.go file, it belongs to the orders package. Obviously, it's all in the orders folder, right? So, it'll be orders package. I'll just import errors. And I firstly want to define what my address is going to look like. It will be a struct. And I want it to be very simple. I just want to have just name, street, city, postcode, and country. That's it, like no other field. Okay. And I'll have a few functions here. So the function that I'll have will be new address function. Okay, so if somebody wants to create a new address, they'll call this new address function. But I'll also have a few methods of type address, right? Struct methods. So I'll have a street method. I'll have a name method. Now, when I say method, I mean they will have this in the beginning, this a address, right? So they'll have access to your address. This returns a string, returns basically the name from that address, okay? And I'll be needing these basically in some time, so that's why I'm creating these right now itself. But the most important function is the new address function, okay? So these are just things you can get by without, but it's recommended that you have them. Address, street, and then again you have string. So similarly, just copy and paste this. So you'll have name, street, and for each of these fields you can have that. So you can have that for the same for city, same for postcode, and same for country. So you'll say out here, instead of street, you'll say city. You'll say postcode and country as well. Postcode and country. And what do these methods return? They return nothing but what this function, the method says, the name of the function, which is this one will return name. Right? They'll all have access to A being your address data point that you'll pass out here, right? So you'll say, just copy and paste these quickly, and here you'll just say street, city, pin code, street, city, postcode, and then your country. Okay. Coming to the most important part, the new address function. The new address function needs to take in all these values and create a new address from it. So what are all these values? These are basically your name, street, your city, postcode, country. And you'll also have to define their types: string, 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 and again string. Okay. What will it return? New address function obviously will return an address, right? It's a new address. We'll have a definition. So it returns a new address. So you'll say address, comma, error. It will return an error if things go wrong. So what do you have out here? So firstly, you want to check the name, the length of all these things, all these values that you're accepting. So if length of name is 0, you want to do something. Okay. If length of street is 0, you again want to do something. Similarly for all of these, right? So it's name, street, sorry for the wrong spelling of street, yeah, street, and then you have your city, postcode, and your country. Now if the length of name is 0, what do you want to do? You want to say return, you want to return the empty address object, and you want to say errors.new and say empty name. You want to create a new error saying empty name. Okay. This means that you'll have to import, which I did actually, I imported the errors package, but since I'm using these extensions, they remove all the packages that I'm not using at that particular point of time. So I have to keep re-importing them again and again. Actually, all of them will be the same except this name, right? So it's street, empty city, empty postcode, and empty country. Got it. But if everything did go all right, if everything went well, you'll return the address with the name, street, city, postcode, and the country, and you'll return nil for the error. Perfect. So our address.go file is now complete. And I'll leave this video to just this part, okay, so that they're all small, easy, digestible chunks, and you're understanding what's happening out here. So this is your new address function in your address.go file, and we also have some methods that we'll be using soon. So thank you for watching, and we will be working on our order.go file in the next video. Do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.